Hi. I'm back. You might be shocked to see me back, but you might not. Because technically, Buckshot Roulette, which is what the thing was alluding to, was meant to be on today, but because Wi-Fi difficulties, I couldn't stream yesterday. So, you're getting this. Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year. Anyway, so yeah, this is here. Let's just get into it. There's just no thing I'm just gonna add. Okay, let's go. Dun, 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 dun. How many times have I? How many? I don't get kindergarten. I know kindergarten is something, but it's so weird. So yeah, I want to get to know kindergarten, but there's more games I want as a priority. So because I don't get it, and because it's not better games, because I know the kindergarten is like good, but better games I want to play relatively. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so first turn on the sound. Do. Okay, does it work? Ah, yeah, it works. That is good. It also might just. I always realize when you load into new game things, it just. Which I'm fine with. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. Oh. I need to take my drugs. And then risk my life with a shotgun. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go this way. Okay. Okay. Okay, Google, give me a random name. No. Ella, no. Three to four. Actually, I'll use this to play. Okay, so it's 3 to 4, meaning. Okay. This is, I think, good. Nope, that was a blank. No health went down, so that's a dud. So that was probably a bad idea. But let's try it anyway. Okay, but I was alive this morning. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna just check this. Preferred channels up length. Okay. They can't change it, so I'm just gonna. Emanuda. Okay, I got this. Hello. Okay. So it doesn't matter because I think overall this is a better play. Because if I get rid of 2, one, 2. Ooh. Okay, so health. 1 to 2. Okay, more health. Yay, that's good. Ooh. Which I was like, that does not help. Actually, 50-50. 50-50. You could just take out my arms up, that doesn't matter. 50-50. So I failed the 50-50. But overall, I'm fine. Because that just makes you have another 50-50. Because you can't shift. Yeah, that's live. So he's just gonna, I think, use one of the knives. Damage. Go down. Yay! Ah, that's good. Okay. Two to two. I can see. Phone, give me the answer. The phone shows live. Okay. So it's no. Yay. Okay. So I'm gonna take the risk. And then use this to go here. Nope, never mind. So that means the next 2 rounds up. Actually, no, that means it's over. Because he does that, takes down. He aims at me, shoots. I lose 2 health. Boom. He says, careful now. I say next because I don't care. And then I continue. Heals. Grab. And then. I'd also like to point out, you probably can't stop a sport because also, I'd like to point out there is an argument that yeah, like stuff like fighting isn't good, and I fully will admit it. Doing stuff like fighting isn't the best thing to partake in for obvious reasons, but at the same time, you do have to acknowledge that it's not that people didn't go no will. I also would like to point out that there is just certain things that's like there are certain reasons why they're popular and certain reasons why people do it. I'm not going to debate why people like rugby, but again, I also like the fact that they're pointing out the thing where it's like, oh, because I don't like it, I don't want other people to watch it, which is a hypocritical statement, because it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, because I don't like it, okay, so how far does Slip do it? Okay, you don't like violence. Okay. Boxing, gone. Okay, do you get rid of American football? Because I can make a very clear example that American football is 10 times, not actually 10 times, probably equal. Actually, compared to boxing, probably the same. I don't know. Don't know which one's worse, violent-wise, boxing or rugby. I don't know. No. Probably not as bad as American football. I don't know. But I could probably argue that. Okay, then do we say stuff like darts? No darts. Chucking around things at a shop could injure someone. You're unlikely to, but that's besides the point. Golf, like legitimately, I have accidentally injured someone, and I do not need to show you the amount of images that you have video-wise of like golf. If you have a golf to the back, that's why there's tips where it's like, if you play golf, it's like always go in front of it, because if you're behind and you swing it wrong, you could get seriously injured and get seriously badly injured because of golf. Do we go to other sports? What about baseball? Baseball's very aggressive. Getting hit by a baseball, I do not need to tell you why it's dangerous. Shot put, shotting them at a ball. Jumping high? Maybe you can't really make an argument, but all that's left is see people in a race. Okay, decent for the Olympics. I don't think it's going to go far. Ice skating? Nope, you have ice skates, so definitely no. Pole vault? Okay, you have like athletics, or maybe not that. You see Final Destination. If you've seen Final Destination 5, you can say why that's another thing. It's just like, where do you draw the line? And that's like the complicated issue. I know I'm just saying this. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's just very complicated and very hard to debate about the reason. Nope. 2 blanks. Okay. Taking the risk. Hi. I really need to fix my Twitch thing because I don't think it works. I'm gonna take that as a character thing because character is more. Yeah, the visual chat thing isn't showing anything. If you sort of message me how I'm supposed to do that, because the live thing is just a image holder, so I don't know how to put it in. So I might put something better in. Do you want? Would you like to give me a name? Would you like to give me a name? Because I can read the chat. I've just got it on an iPad down here. Because I. Mm, A E D. Okay. Let's see how far we can take it. Because I'm trying to see if I can get above 100,000. Free to free. Okay. So. Okay, then take you. I think the next one's. Yeah, that's probably a bad idea. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think I'm not the greatest at this. Okay. Okay. So let's see what the phone gives me. Phone, give me answers. Okay. can talk about violence and I'll teach you about haikus. Everything is education. You try and run away, but you will never get away from pure maths. Yes, fine. Okay. Okay. Scott's gonna join the arena. Dun 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 dun. Okay. That's the one thing I always vibe with this music. Dun 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 dun. Okay, that was... Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, 2 blanks. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's just interesting. Just 2 more blanks as far as I'm aware. Okay, so all I need to do is just do that one more time. Also, I just came across one of my favorite Treehouse of Horror where like Bart and Lisa just turned into murderers. And then murder. I, so why does this sound like Coraline? Which I would like to point out is one of the best things, in my personal opinion. Yeah, it really sounds like the dun 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 dun. I don't know if that's Coraline or something similar. Jesus. Okay, this is basically it. And now death to the dealer. And also, what if you're wondering why I'm thinking like that? I just saw Alfred Hitchcock in this, so yeah. And I thought just naming it like that would be interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this one. Wait. I can wipe you out all here, all now. It's over. You're now dead. There's nothing to eat besides fruit. Ah. Yep. End progress. Okay, shut the beep up. Okay. Okay, just checking if this works. Okay, is this working? If this is working, it's fine. Okay, I think it's working. I think it's working. Working. Okay, good. How much? Okay, 45. Okay, 55 is 10 minutes, so basically 20 minutes. That's what I think is so funny, where it's like, there's so many horror movies where I was like, I'm the mad guy. I even said very funnily that like if it was a horror movie, I would be like that mad person, be like, don't go in the woods. But I love The Simpsons playing of it being like, safe zone. You think there's a safe zone? Oh, you're right. It's just fully okay. I think. Let me just check. Oh. And here's where you see I got with the. Jeez. Cool. Fine. I think that's the best I can do. And yes, I am going to do. The other one I want to do as a funny thing would be like do FNAF characters. Be like, well, I have technically already done Henry as my name because it's a character called Henry. And that would be funny. Whereas like, yeah, I think that's just cringy anyway. Whereas like, would eat the body and blood of their savior. Whereas like, the wine represents my blood, the bread represents my body. It's like representation. I don't think it's literally like, here's my finger. do this in case this goes badly and I have a choice for both, so. And actually I think I can get rid of you in 2 shots. Okay. Okay, so. Okay. No, I don't think I can do anything. No, I think I'm dead anyway. Celebration to death and murder and me being dead in the ground and all that jazz. I'm going to get myself a drink, even though I shouldn't. Okay. Dead. think I can continue. That's why you can't. Because we have free people who think driving around a nuclear facility is a good idea. And not a thing that could lead to, you know, a nuclear war or a nuclear fallout. Okay, Bonnie. Where? Yeah. Time for a drink. Yeah, it's kind of counterproductive thing. What? Why the f is Nathan? He's a prisoner! He is legitimately a person who just gets arrested over and over again. Why is he in, you know, the calendar? Yeah, good that you skipped the other word that was on the history of genocide. Yeah, that's so effed up, big, like. Pimping up. I would like to point out, you say February, but August and whatever couldn't even be seen on TV, so I don't know what you're talking about. Again, I don't care. Because I don't get where it's like, and now. Risk. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. So yeah. This is. I would like to point out. Jesus. Oh, you absolutely. This whole town is crazy because like so many people are like the calendars. Whereas like they opened it up, whereas like oh yes this, and also why are there so many people being like because like calendars like that they're for adults, so there's kids being like yes, and I'm like yes, kids can see it, and I'm not gonna complain if a kid tries to do something that adults don't want them to. Except criminal things, but then again, I would have a debate having anyone doing criminal things, period. But my question would be more specifically, why would like a teacher? Yeah, there's an ongoing joke about the school being incompetent. I'm not even going to complain of all this. Like, why is the school allowed to do it? It's incompetent. I'm not going to complain that the school should be doing a job. I would have said that 20 times by season 1 already. But why would... There's so many things being like, yeah, I'm just reading this. And then, like, there's kids being like, yes. It's like, how old are you? Because you shouldn't be looking at that. At all. This is weird. Again, the show in general is kind of weird, which I'm like fine with, because it's a satire. It's South Park I think does it worse with some things where like there's some things I don't get because I think it's even worse than that. But I kind of like how The Simpsons does it, where it's like a little bit sarcastic. I know it's going to go into like a celebrity thing, but I think it's getting into the area where I actually watched it. I don't know when it's going to go to the part where I stopped watching it. I think that was around about like 2012, 2015, and I'm like, I don't know why I stopped watching it, I just did. I didn't consistently watch it either. I just watched enough where like a lot of the episodes during like a certain period was like just a thing. But yeah. I don't know. That's just one of the things. Also, I'm just going to play this because why not? So, that's the one thing which I'm fine with. It's just overall odd weirdness. But overall, I do think it's a good thing, the satire and all of it. But with Buckshot, I think I need to improve with statistics and counting. It's the same thing with like Mark Lyra. I was like, so now I know. So now I've been counting the bullets. Now I've been counting the bullets. But it's like I'm clearly not and clearly don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. So yeah, again, I need to like do better. I need to count. I don't know how I'm gonna get to 10,000. That's gonna be hard as hell. But yeah, I think the streams are gonna go back to normal. The Wi-Fi's mostly fine. So yeah, I'm really excited to do this. Also, I'm gonna remove her because I don't like it myself. But I think it's really good, and I really improve it, and I'm really excited to see where I will go next. So yeah, I do hope that you enjoy. I hope you enjoy this and hope you enjoy this video and like it. I am gonna. Okay. But yeah, I am trying to keep this over like 1 minute, 1 hour. But because it's like 5 minutes. But I hope you enjoy, and I hope. But yeah. But this is just really interesting. It is one of the things I think is fun. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you like, and yeah, it is one of the things. And good night.